It's been a while. What puppies are gonna join me today? Hello, and welcome back to the Once Upon a Corgi podcast. I'm Gabby. I'll be your host today. We will probably eventually be joined by the puppies. We've got Iron, our tricolor, Audrey, our redhead, and today, for a limited time only, we have Isaac, Papa Puppy. Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. You come touch? No, he's judging me from the other room. We're a nitty, crafty, spinning, dyeing puppy podcast. You can find all of my fun stuff online at Gabigail's everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. You can find all my hand-dyed yarn at uponacorgi.com and Once Upon a Corgi on Pinterest. Show notes and all that fun stuff will be in the Ravelry group. Once Upon a Corgi podcast in the groups tab on Ravelry. I hope that's everything. If not, it'll be listed below. We're going to do a little bit of a festive background today. Sorry if I'm talking really fast. Apparently I've had too much caffeine. Since I didn't do an episode before Christmas. So here it is. Yep, my lights are on. Okay. And you're joined by a scratching post. I know, it's a really good background. Just ignore the mess, please. If you follow the channel, you will see that we just did Vlogmas 2016 and it was super fun, so thank you so much to everybody who watched and commented. I had a blast doing it. There were a couple days where there were less vlogging than I would have liked, but that is life, so what are you gonna do? I can't wait till next year. Sorry if I'm like doing this a lot. I'm on the floor today and like, you know, a normal 80-year-old. I have apparently bad knees now, so I keep shifting around. Now you can really see the mess that is my house. What was I saying? Oh yes, Vlogmas. That happened, and that was a lot of fun. So I hope everybody had a really good holiday. It is December 28th, and I wanted to get this out to you before the new year. So let's do this. A couple administrative things. Adrian from the Freakish Lemon podcast touched bases on this. I had a section in my vlog about it, but I didn't end up putting it in. So if you've seen his podcast, huzzah! And if you haven't, you should definitely watch his channel, Freakish Lemon. Holiday season was a little bit crazy. Our youngest brother was in the hospital for a couple weeks, but he is home. He came home on Christmas. He had surgery. He's doing much better. Everything's good. It was a complication with his Crohn's. I asked him if I could say that. He said it was fine, so that's really all I'm gonna say, but he is doing much better. We only told a couple people. I didn't really want to like blast it out on Vlogmas, but I figured since he said something, I will also say something. He's home, recovering. He came home on Christmas Day, so that was wonderful and a huge stress relief. Is that the right word? It was a huge breath of fresh air for everybody to see that he was back. So nitty administrative stuff. All but the grand prizes are out for the pumpkin cow. I'm just waiting for the bags to come in from Joanna. Not next week, but the week after. So like the second week in January. Sorry, everybody who won prizes, but thank you for being so patient with us. We're gonna try and actually have everything packaged and ready to go for next year by the time we announce the prize winners, so I say good job for our first joint huge cal. We did it. That's the spirit. Those are going out. We have a cal announcement. We are going to be doing the Treat Yourself 2007 cal starting January 1st, 2017. And because I can only use a sound clip for 1 year, so I'm thinking we're gonna run it through the end of March. Just cast on whatever you want, or spin, or crochet, or sew. Just do what you want. It's been a super rough year, and everybody does so much holiday stuff and like gift knitting and gift crafting that you need to treat yourself. So treat yourself. I'm going to treat myself to like 18 cast-ons, so that's what I'm doing. Yep. Today's drink of choice is a pumpkin chai soy latte from David's Tea in my giant 30-ounce cup. I love it. It fits like a whole pot of coffee in it. It's wonderful. What would I do without this cup? I am mad they keep coming out with new colors though. Like now they have a mint one and a dark teal one, but now I have this blue one, so cup problems. Oh, couple other things. Abby and Allie from the Get Lit and Knit podcast and Instagram and Fun Times is putting together a knit along for Knit Aid. They are a knitting charity that is going to donate knitted goods to mostly focusing on Syrian refugees. The next drop-off collection day is January 20th. I'm sort of piggybacking on their knit along. If you guys want to participate, they just need warm, woolly, dark-colored hats, cowls, socks, scarves, gloves, anything for that. I'm going to put a link in the down bar and the show notes for their website and Allie and Abby's. I believe they have a thread going up, and I'm going to be donating a skein of yarn to that. And yeah, all the information will be in the description box. All the information will be in their thread, and I will put all the information up down there. I'm sorry, this is totally weird. I haven't done this in a while. Final news, final administration. This is what happens when you don't podcast for like 2 months. Thanks, vlogmas. It was our 1-year podiversary! Woo! We have officially been podcasting for over a year, and I can't believe it. We made it. We did it. It feels like forever, but at the same time, it feels like I just started, because every time I pick up this camera, I feel like I've never done this before. So thank you to everybody who watches and subscribes and participates in cals and supports the shop. And without you guys, we would just be weirdos talking to a phone in our living room with dogs, which we still are, but now we're sharing it with you. So thank you so much to everybody. I was gonna do a giveaway, but I just don't have the brain space at the moment to coordinate that, so just know I am so grateful to all of you, and thank you so much. I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm just ready for 2016 to be over. As of today, it is 28th. I was going to record a podcast yesterday, but I was at the laundromat and I heard the news of the passing of our princess, Carrie Fisher. So I'm representing, I only have an Empire Strikes Back shirt, but it's still one of the best movies. And it just hit me a lot harder than I thought it would. I mean, it felt like I got gut punched when Alan Rickman passed, because I just wasn't expecting it. And I wasn't really expecting it with her either, but she was such... I didn't realize how big of a role model she was my whole life until yesterday. I mean, Star Wars was one of my first movies. It technically was my first movie at home, but being like 1 or 2 doesn't really count. But like, we grew up on Star Wars. I mean, we had like a family mourning day when Sir Alec Guinness passed away, who is old Obi-Wan, Ben Kenobi if you will. And yeah, it hurt a lot more than I thought it would. I mean, she's a pop icon, and she has touched billions of lives, and I know, you know, she had no idea who I was, but she was a massive role model for me as a woman, as an actress, as an author. as a princess who took no shit from no one and did what she wanted to get the job done for those that she believed in. I just wanted to touch bases on it because I knew that as a large group of us are also giant nerds, that it definitely reached out to this community. You could see a similar reaction when Alan Rickman passed, when David Bowie passed, when Prince passed. I mean, 2016 has been rough on all of us. I just wanted to say that my heart is broken, and she drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. Okay, enough sadness. Let's get on with some yarn before I just curl up in a ball and die again. Instead of going backwards and showing you all the things in the past month that I've finished, we're just going to accept the future and move on. Yep, we're just going to continue on like none of this month ever happened, essentially. Let's show you some whips because we're already 15 minutes into this and I haven't talked or shown you any knitting. I've been working on a couple things. I didn't get to do a Christmas Eve cast on like I wanted to, so I worked on my Christmassy cast on. I'm trying to get these finished before the beginning of the year because I want to start fresh for next year's Box O Socks Cal because I failed that. Sounds like someone's trying to come in my house, but Jake's not due home for another 2 hours. I failed. I knit 9 socks for myself, but I knit 13 socks total, 2 of which were man socks, so I'm proud of myself for that one. And then I knit 2 gift socks, so I could have completed them if I didn't, but wasn't so kind. So I am working on, these are the Otis Born to Sock. I changed the pattern up a little bit. She uses 7 mini skeins and a main color. I'm doing 5 mini skeins and a main color. But I used the holiday line of minis from Once Upon a Corgi in the ginger base, and the base is sugar cookies on my Marie Cutie base, which is 75/25 Corriedale nylon. And I am so excited to wear these. They are scrumptious. So there we go. It's a stranded colorwork or Fair Isle. I don't know the difference. I think stranded colorwork has more than 2 colors and Fair Isle has. I mean, I never use more than 2 at a time, but yeah. I'm in love with these and they're getting super blown out. There we go. I'm knitting them concurrently on US 1 2.25 millimeter Knit Pro Zings. I got my burrito stitch marker on one and a manatee on the other, so we're almost there. I've got about 6 inches of each foot done. I need 9.5, including the toe, so we're going. I'm gonna bring them today in the car. I have to go do a puppy trade-off to drop Isaac off at his parents' house. He's been staying with us. He's been staying with us for the past 8 days, and it's been wonderful having a little Corgi family. I love it, but he has to go home now. I'm trying to plan that and podcast at the same time, so I was hoping to get a shot of him. If not, he's definitely on the vlog before I have to go leave and then come back and podcast with Jacob. What was I saying? I don't remember. It's the Otis Born to Sock. I don't remember. I didn't write down the I lost the pattern, but it's on Ravelry. I know that much. And it is living in my Christmas Once Upon a Corgi bag because I didn't have a Christmas bag, so I had to make one. I love it. I had these up as kits. I wanted to do a couple podcasts just to like do shop update stuff this month, but that didn't happen. There's 1 kit left. It's A Nightmare Before Christmas, but there's no more of this. I don't think I have enough fabric to do any more bags, so sorry, but yay if you got one. I'm hoping I can find this fabric again next year. I really liked using it. These have been my mindless TV knitting, and can we just talk about how adorable this Stitch by Jessalou DPN holder is? Look at that BB-8. How adorable is that? Who is that? That's C3PO. Oh my god, is that we're gone? Is that a little Leia? Oh my god, look at little old Han. I love Star Wars. I was gonna watch it last night, but Jake was playing Overwatch, so I couldn't. His computer's hooked up to our TV. That's how we watch movies, besides Netflix. This has been my main focus. I want to get these done apparently by Friday. Yep, today's only Wednesday. By Friday. So let's see if we can do that. If not, whatever. The other thing, I was gonna wait to cast this on, but I couldn't because I had no self-control. If you've been watching my Instagram at all, you might have seen this little thing floating around called the Find Your Fade. I couldn't help it. It's like a little evil goatee. I cast mine on. I didn't cast it on in the color I planned on, but because the pattern calls for less of the first color than the second color, I did a little switcheroo. So this first color is Red Velvet Cupcake, or Red Velvet Cake. I don't know. It's skeiny dipping in their singles. I think it's Red Velvet Cake, Cupcake. And next is going to be the Alexandrite by Hedgehog Fibers in their skinny singles. So because I only need like 20 grams of this, and I had maybe like a 50-gram ball, I figured might as well use that up than 20 of this and nothing, and then have like 80 grams left over. So this will be my next color, and I'm so excited. I'm not going to show you all the colors because some are in the other room and I have to get going soon, but we've got, this will be color A, color B, which is looking fantastic. I was a little nervous because this one looks so much darker, but I think it'll be a nice royal jewel tone transition into Evil Queen by Vole and Vine. And then that will go into, we're Attacked by Bears, also by Vole and Vine. Ooh, that is blown out. So these are my first 4 out of 7 colors. I might try and see if I can sneak another one in there. My plan was to end on the Ray color, but if I use this Red Velvet, then Ray would be color number 8. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when I get there. Going through 7 skeins is going to be a lot of yarn, but this is what I have in the bag so far, which is our Goth bag by 100 Ravens, and I can't wait. I'm probably going to finish the first section tonight when I get home, after I finish podcasting, because it's a good, not mindless, but no surprises, but I have to pay attention every so often kind of thing, just because of the like the spine of the shawl. So I want to get at least through the garter section of this tonight. I mean, it's only 6, so we can do that. But yeah, that's the Find Your Shade by Andrea Mowry. And there we go so far. And I love it. I'm so excited. This is going to be at least one of my Treat Yourself cast-ons. I'm in debate if I want to cast on the other one, but to be quite honest, I probably will, because why not have 800 shawls on the needles at once when really all you want to knit is sweaters? That makes sense. You do you, girl. You do you. In my notes I have bringing back, but to be honest, I haven't touched it. I've been fighting starting the crochet blanket, but I'm going to save the crochet blanket that everyone has been dying over until my birthday. That will be my birthday cast on. Cozy Memory Blanket will come back next month. I'm going to do goal 2 squares a week to get through the, excuse me, tea-burps. What do you call, the 25 Skeins of Christmas by Legacy Fiber Arts that Adrian and I gifted to each other for Christmas. So we bought one, and I'm paying him back in yarn, and we are splitting all the mini skeins, and we split the full skein. So I think all of his are in a blanket. I think I just broke a nail. Sorry. And yes, I have minis strewn around the house that will go into that blanket. I will do it. I have my blanket's 25 squares wide. It will have a row of Legacy. That sounded nice. So yes, that's the plan. Moving forward, we're looking to the future. Since apparently our New Year's resolution is new yarn, new projects, we got a lot of cast-ons going on up in the next week. I planned it all out in my new planner, which I'll show you, which I lost. There it is. Which I'll show you when I get to not knitty stuff, but we are ready to go for the new year. I'm not sure why I have a dog bone in my project bag bucket, but we do. So our first cast on is going to be the Mercury Socks by Kim Drotter, which everybody and probably at least all of their moms have been knitting, and they look fantastic. So I couldn't help myself, and I wound up all my yarn for the new year, so I'm ready to go. So this is Little Bean Loves in their Cave of Wonder colorway on their yak sock. Oh, look at it. It's 70-20-10 merino yak nylon, and I'm so excited. I think these are going to be beautiful Mercury socks. I haven't decided if I'm going to do contrasting heels and toes yet, but I figured I'll get to that when I get to that. I can't wait to cast on. I'm so excited to have a pattern sock. I never want another stockinette anything ever again. I say that, but let's be serious. So that's project number 1. Project number 2 is also socks. This will be my movie sock and my TV sock and my I just live in my purse sock, and that will be a variation of the Afterthought Everything socks. So I'm going to be doing a true Afterthought Everything, as in snipping the yarn. Oh, my brain's slowly like leaking out of my ears. It's the Loop Bump Creek side, and it was a merino Angelina nylon fiber content. I did a 3-ply on it. I got about a sport to a DK weight, worsted weight in some sections. I think we're going to use size 2, maybe size 3 needles, and just the plan is to knit the cuff, weigh it, mark down how much I need for the cuff, and then knit until I have enough to do the cuff and the bind off. It's hand spun. I want to use as much of this as I possibly can. And then I have a spool of not plied hand spun of Tencel silk and merino to do the heels and toes. And that is, I want to say, the Case of the Murderous Mermaid colorway by Bitsy Knits. It's on the table over there. I still have to apply it. But I have time, so this will be fantastic movie knitting, like going out to dinner knitting, knitting where I don't have to pay attention. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I want to knit with my hand spun. Moving right along. The more I podcast, the closer I get. On the note of wanting to only knit garments but casting on shawls, I have a Tuesday knit group that I go to, and they are doing a knit along. So one of the ladies bought these 2 skeins of beautifully bright pink Madeline Tosh and didn't know what to do with it. So we all decided we'll do 2 skein, fingering weight. Oh god, my legs. I'm old. Now I'm getting cut off. We're going to do a fingering weight 2 skein shawl knit along. So we picked, I want to say 2 or 3 shawl patterns, and those were the ones we chose from. I have chosen the Sand Knit Shawl by Gudrun Johnson, and these are my yarns. They are one of a kind, end of the day dye pots. I don't know what to do with this. Skeins that I dyed up. I dyed them at the same time, but as you can see, they're vastly different. This one's got so much blue, and it's just much cooler, while this one's much more orange and has green in it. This one has no green in it. So these will be my 2 skeins. I'm going to do the green for the body and this for the border. It's a super interesting construction where you it's a triangle shawl. So you start on this edge instead of starting up at the top and then increasing. You cast on a billion, I think, and then decrease, and then you pick up all those stitches and then knit the shawl border from there. I think. I could be wrong. I know it was a very interesting construction when I was looking at between the shawl patterns, and that's why I picked that one. It's a little bit of a textured shawl with like a scalloped lace, maybe scalloped lace border. I'll try and put a picture up here. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to use these guys. And they are on my ginger base, which is the merino, nylon, and stellina. Although it's not sparkling so much. I'm just going to spend all of January 1st casting on, apparently. The other projects I'm going to be casting on are actually sweaters! Yay! Katie from Inside Number 23 is hosting an Andy Sutherland knit along, and she knit the Chuck sweater a couple months ago, and I fell in love, so I'm going to blatantly copy her and knit one, but instead I'm going to be knitting it in this. This is That's No Moon, on my Isaac DK base. It looks very much just silver and gray, but as you can kind of see right here, there's little flecks of the green, and there's little bits of like the darker black there. So it's a very subtle speckled color, and who doesn't want a Star Wars sweater? And I can't wait. These are 250-gram balls, so it is about half cake, half hand wound, because my skein, my yarn winder can't handle it, so I had to hand wind it, and I'm just using this little quilting clip to hold it shut. But yes, I'm hoping I can get away with one skein for the sweater. It is a cropped cardigan, so we will see. I have to swatch for it still. I'm going to swatch for it this week, I hope. Fingers crossed. I might have a sweater cast on party. But yes, I'm super excited. I'm so excited to knit with this yarn. It is a non-superwash yarn, so I am very happy to say that I will be entering this in the natural wardrobe make-along that Jenny and Devin from the Handmade in Woolen podcast is hosting. So their rules is a non-superwash, no synthetic fibers, so this is a non-superwash. It is 100% Polworth, so this does count. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. Other sweaters. I got like 800 things going on the needles, guys. Be ready for the disaster that is going to be the next couple months of me knitting. Is the Seafarers cardigan by Moria Angle of 3 Irish Girls. It is a cable-y male cardigan of mahogany office proportions, which is exactly what Jacob asked for. He wants a cardigan that makes it look like he owns a mahogany office and only smokes cigars. So this is what he's getting. And it is being knit out of Owool's Legacy DK in the Black Bear colorway. And this is 100% organic merino. I'm pretty sure it's non-superwash, so this might also go in the make-along. This cardigan is made out of Owool Legacy DK. It is a discontinued base. I have 13 skeins of this, and I hope that's enough. But I did my swatch, and I washed it, and we're just going to see what's closest. The pattern calls for worsted weight. This is a DK, but because it's such a large and positive, it's going to have 7 inches of positive ease written into the pattern. So I think the slight adjustment between this gauge and their gauge isn't going to be that big of, it's not going to be an awful difference. Who knows? He's excited to get this on the needles. I'm excited to get this on the needles. And I can't wait. I just want to knit cables. And that's all I have planned. Cables and lace. Those are my plans. That's what I'm doing. So that is the first, was it 1, 2, 5 projects of the new year. Yeah, maybe 6. I might cast on my Lumpy Space shawl. We'll see how motivated I get. Alright, those are all my plans. Let's see how well I do on that. The rest of this podcast will probably not be really yarny, but there are shawl kits available at A Stitch in Time in Bethel, Connecticut that I put together for her. We have, my neighbors are walking really loudly with dishes. The Demon Unicorn Breakdown set, and we have the Poisons of Victorian Era set, which was supposed to be fireworks, but all the colors reminded me of Victorian poison. So if you guys are interested in those, I'm going to be putting up a couple pre-orders for them. They are 20-gram mini skeins, 5 mini skeins, and then 1 full skein. So it is an equivalent of 2 full skeins, and you can use it for a shawl, a cowl, socks, whatever you want. I'm going to put up pre-orders for those, and then I'm also going to put up pre-orders for the tonals of those kits individually. If you just want the tonal, I know Unicorn Horn got a lot of comments asking if I was going to dye those up, so those will be dyed to order. I'm going to try and get a shop update done by the end of the first week of January, so keep an eye out for that. And I'm just still trying to wrap my brain around some things. Bear with my craziness for a little bit. I just want to say a giant thank you to everybody who has supported the shop. It means so much that you still allow me to do this full time, and I love it. I don't know what else I would do. I'm just this is the creative life I want. But yes, keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye on the Instagram at Once Upon a Corgi for all the information. That will be your best bet. With that, let's get on to some fun other things that we got for Christmas. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to show you a couple of goodies that I would love to share. And the first is a stocking stuffer I got, which is these guys. Quilting clips. I'll show you the ones on the outside. So I've been using them to hold the outside of the cakes, so that the outside yarn doesn't fly everywhere. But they're just little quilting clips. I haven't gotten to use them yet. I'm going to use them on my failed Christmas dress, but I'm so excited. They're pretty sturdy. I mean, it's a little metal clip in there, but I'm so excited to give these a try. I've heard really good things about them. I think they're going to be really good for slippery, like silky fabrics. I can't wait to use them. But yes, they just came in this giant pack of 60. I don't know where Mom got them. I will ask if you are interested, but I just want to share that. I can probably give you a better review. Get out of there, that's not yours. A better review after I use them. I haven't really had a chance to sit down and sew in a little while. Christmas stuff. I just want to share that. The next big thing, it's sort of been a topic in the periscoping world, and that is planners and bullet journals. If you watch the vlogmas, you've seen this. If not, here you go. I got my planner. Look at it. It's the Recollections collection from Michaels. Everything's 50% off right now, so go, run. And I can't wait. It's fantastic. It's got, this is gonna get blown out everywhere, but it's got the full calendar in the front. I'm already putting stickers on it. So we've got birthdays, and we've got, these are the only stickers I figured out how to use properly. Not like there's a wrong way to use stickers. I've been having Joanna from Stitching the High Notes coach me through it. I put up the trackers because I take out money each week from paychecks and put it into a bill envelope every week. That way I make sure I have enough. So now, as the month goes on and as I collect the amount I need, I can mark it off so that I can see where I am in the month on how much I have left, how much I need, how much I've put aside for the bills. Right now I only have rent and utilities up. I'm going to figure out one for the student loan bills because those are a little bit weirder. And then it has full weeks. I think it's the Erin Courtier planners that had this too, but they have the full weeks. You've got a morning, afternoon, and evening section, or at least that's what I called it. And it's got like a weekly goals, and I put a sticker on New Year's because that's a party. So we have a party that day, and I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait to put stickers all over this. I can't wait to be super organized this year. I'm gonna try and figure out how to like put in like what dies days I'm gonna do and what stickers. It's got a lined section, which you can't see because it's blown out. It's got graph paper section, which you can't see because it's blown out. It's got regular, just like plain paper section in the back. It's on the spirally bound. It fits in my purse. And it's got pockets. Not only does it have a billion stickers, Iron's sleeping on Isaac's pad, and it's super cute. It's so cute. But it's got like a folder, and it's got this pocket, which pens do not fit in. I already broke the back cover. And I already got more stickers. Hold on. I went out to Michael's and I bought the tracker stickers because they're the only ones I really know how to use. But Joanna, again, is coaching me through this. Answer sticker everywhere. I got like days of the week, little tracker guys, trackers with notes. Trackers. I like tracking things. I like graphs. Graphs make me happy. I like coloring and stuff. It makes me feel accomplished. That's what I have so far. My plan is to go through all the not all the stickers before I buy more, but like I can't buy more fun stickers until I use up these guys, because if I don't use these guys, then I haven't figured out how to use stickers right. You can't just not use stickers. Although I'm not really sure where to put "this is your year." Like it's a very big sticker to put somewhere. Now I'm panicking about stickers. We'll start small. Let's start on this page. Oh, maybe do these for chore days. Then I can write on stickers on chore days. I'm so excited. I'm excited to be organized. I'm not an organized person. Adrian can attest to that. I've tried many, many times and failed. And I'd like to be more organized in both work and personal life because they are literally in the same space now. So I need that. I need the barrier, I need the lists, and I need the be able to check in. Because if I don't have a to-do list or a check-in, then I just walk around the house going, oh God, now what? Oh God, oh, what now what? I feel guilty sitting down and knitting if I don't finish my to-do list. Like if the kitchen's not clean, if I haven't vacuumed, if my clothes aren't put away, if I didn't walk the dogs for 10 miles, which is a little exaggerating, but I can schedule in knitting time, and I'm so excited for that. Which is also what I need to do. I need to schedule days off. Again, it's working from home. I feel weird just sitting around and hanging out and knitting when I could be dyeing, I could be scanning, I could be labeling, I could be social mediaing, I could be building my website, all things like that. So I'm excited to use this. And this was the least cliche saying they had at Michael's, but they have a lot of the, like they have a build your own journal set. So like there's a budget book, there's like a pregnancy planning book, a meal plan book. I really want to try, I wanted to try the budget book. Oops, did I break it again? I broke it again. But I don't want to spend money on something I'm not going to use. I already have this. Maybe I'll try and figure out budget stuff in here. The possibilities are endless. Holy sleepy Batman. It's about an hour and a half later. We just dropped off Isaac with his mom and dad. And we are back. And the chewy noise you can probably hear is Audrey on her bone. And it's cold, so we got our Highland Peak shawl. I didn't mention this in the beginning, but this was a shawl my mom knit me for Christmas. I don't know the pattern. I will ask her if you're interested. Yeah, and it's in the Lothlorien colorway, because, you know, I'm part elf, so it makes sense. Right, where were we? We talked about planners. We talked knit-alongs. We talked future projects. We talked a little bit about shop updatey stuff. Moral of that story, there will be sign-ups for kits or pre-orders for kits and pre-orders for tonals. Exciting! I like the idea of pre-orders a lot. I don't like the idea. No, I like the idea of pre-orders. I have a couple new colorways. I don't have them with me. They all currently sold. So when I re-dye those, I will show you. I'm going to try and put some up on the Instagram. So yes, I did a My Sun and Stars and Moon of My Life line. Moon of My Life line of yarns based on the Game of Thrones reference / Jake and I's like sickeningly adorable nicknames. So I think I'll just put up pictures here of those. Yes, my brain's a little fried. And that essentially just leaves us with life stuff and, hold on, texts are coming through, life stuff and puppy stuff. So like I said in the beginning, Christmas happened. Yeah, we just dropped off Isaac. We did, he went home. Iron's literally like right there. He went home. Oh, hi, thank you. Yeah, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Do you want to sit on my lap? We have a new tea. This is Red Velvet Cake by David's Tea. I found out that it's, sounds really weird, it's on sale because I think they're discontinuing it. So now's a chance if you really like this tea, which I do. Essentially whatever wasn't in their canister I bought out today, so. Oh, Audrey's now bringing me treat balls. Yeah. We did Christmas. We did Christmas Eve at Jake's dad's house, which was super nice. We don't usually make it there at a decent hour because he works so late on Christmas Eve usually, but this year he gave himself the time off. So that was nice to see them. And then Christmas Day we spent at my parents' house in the morning until about mid-afternoon. Did presents, had the puppies play. Our youngest brother came home, so that was really fun. And super awesome. Jake got my mom a Star Wars pop-up book, and it was amazing. Woo! Yeah, I didn't want to like go through what I got for Christmas. I didn't get, because I feel like that's really weird. I did get a couple knitty things. I'll insert a picture here. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see it. But I got a Cotswold Craft Cottage electric counter skein winder. So it's not electric skein winder, but it does have a handle, so it's very easy to spin, but it counts the rotations. I put it together with no directions. It's beautiful. It fits on my table, lovely, and it has been a huge help with reskeining stuff. So Once Upon a Corgi got a Christmas present this year. Yeah. And then a couple, you know, little things like a basket to go next to my spinning wheel, but you don't really need to see that. So then after my parents' house, we went to Jake's mom's and Graham's and did Christmas there, and it was essentially playing dominoes and eating dip and leftover lasagna, and it was delicious. So that was so much fun. And then the next day, I cleaned and I slept, and now we're just catching up on work stuff, catching up on the house. There's dog toys everywhere. We have to vacuum so badly. Having 3 corgis in the house for 8 days, we have a new carpet, let's just say. We could be a Roomba challenge right now. So that is the plan. The goal is to just get a game plan for the business for next year, figure out like where I want to go with it, what I want to do with it, you know, that sort of thing. Clean, organize, you know, the usual, oh god, the usual New Year's resolution kind of stuff. I want to go back to the gym now, but everyone else is, so I'm gonna wait until like March when everyone else clears out. And that's really it, guys. I went over the knitting plans, the planner plans, the planning for the plans, and the planners to plan with. I'm gonna pull out your butt fluff. I'm gonna pull out your butt fluff. But yeah, I hope everybody had a really good holiday. I hope you all have a wonderful new year. I'm going to go put some stickers in my planner on days I'm going to podcast. We're going to try and keep the bi-weekly thing and try and start up the bi-weekly vlog, because that was a lot of fun and I know people enjoyed that. I really did enjoy doing Vlogmas a lot. It felt weird this past week not picking up the camera first thing in the morning with my coffee, picking up my camera first thing in the morning with my coffee and saying hello to you guys. So I think the bi-weekly podcasts and then weekly vlogs will continue. We shall see what the new year brings. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting the shop. I'm glad some of the puppies could make it in here, even if it was to attack me and get the ball and yell at the cat. So with that, Happy New Year, and we will see you guys in 2017.